Hey, welcome to a Let's Get to It tutorial. I put together this quickie for how to make your own alcohol inks. Here's what you're going to need. Some chisel tip Sharpies, some isopropyl alcohol, about 99% is best, a plastic cup, storage bottles, and some gloves for both hands. Trust me, you're going to want to. So the first thing you're going to want to do is fill your bottle. I forgot my funnel, which I don't know why, but I did. So that's what you get. And you fill that little bottle up with some of the alcohol, put the cap on nice and tight. This is how I do this so that I know how much alcohol is going to fit in the bottle. And then when I'm going to make the ink, it makes it a little bit easier to make sure I don't over make any and the saturation stays nice and deep. So, pretty simple. All you're going to do is take that alcohol once you've removed the cartridge from the Sharpie, which is pretty easy to do if you just kind of wiggle it back and forth with the cap still on. You just pour that right over. You're going to continue until you've used all the alcohol that's in your bottle. Again, that's how you know that you've got the right amount. That's the only reason I do it that way. You don't have to do it that way. That's how I do it. Then I squeeze out extra ink. I usually have more ink in the bottle, or I'm sorry, in the cartridge. So I don't like to waste it if I'm mixing colors, which I was doing this particular evening. So then what I do is when I'm going to mix colors, I'm not really worried about the amount going into the bottle. So I'll squeeze it out and see if I can get any. Nope. So I just went ahead and poured some alcohol directly over the cartridge. This is another way to do it. But again, I like to make sure when I'm mixing solid colors that I have the exact amount. But this is going to actually end up being part of a mix of another one. So I just kind of poured it over and got as much out of the ink cartridge as possible. Waste not, want not, they always say. So that's what I did. Yes, you can see my hands get very dirty. A tip is to have an old towel or something around to kind of just wipe things off. The one that you don't really care if it gets messed up. I also saturate that towel by the end in plain alcohol because it will pick up whatever's left on your counter. So again, here I am adding it, and I'm funnelless. This particular product that I use, the little bottles that I use, it comes with a funnel. And later on, when I did my red, I went, oh, there's the funnel. So I went ahead and used it. But I didn't want to redo the video, so I just left the funnel part out. Reminded you to get a little tiny funnel. If you get this particular kind of plastic container, it comes with the funnel. So fill that bottle right up. Gonna want to add the cap, and this particular bottle again comes with those stoppers, which is always good. Again, it can be a messy process, so you may want to cover your surface if you're worried about it. Like if you use a glass surface, which I probably could have done here, it would have been a lot better. Okay, so here I want you to see how it looks once I've used that one particular color. So I grabbed some of my Yupo paper and I cut it up for you because, why not? Might as well cut it into the size that I needed. So that's what I did. I did a A2 size card at 5.5 and 4.25. That is an A2 size. And once I got that out, I just simply started playing with my new color of alcohol ink, which was a nice little green-ish. I guess there's a blue hint to it, but that's okay. It's supposed to be mostly green. I was going to do some Christmas stuff with this after taking that class with Jennifer McGuire and Kay Werner, Kathy Zilski, and Dana Joy. Wow, that was a great class. But anyway, so you can see I'm just kind of sprinkling it on to give you an idea of the saturation. This particular one, I added a little bit more alcohol than I normally would. One thing you will notice is it dries slower than purchased alcohol ink, which is good because it gives you a little more time. Hey, I just sprayed a little hand sanitizer over it to kind of show you the look you can get with that. Hand sanitizer is funny because it's not pure alcohol. It also smells better, but it actually gives the little more fluid movement to your alcohol inks. This also works with the like the purchased kind that you get like from Ranger. Because this has got a lot more alcohol in it, I did hit it with the dryer. I was trying to get to the dry sticky stage. I didn't quite get there, just simply because it was getting late and my husband wanted to go watch a movie. Let's be real, they take priority. So I just kind of played around, but I did do something a little bit fun just to give you an idea of some of the other stuff you can do with these homemade alcohol inks. Is after I kind of moved, you can see the movement. That's really what I like. I always like watching this part. Ooh, what's it going to look like when it's done? So we've got a lot of wiggling going on, but you get the idea. Let's see. I'll just let you look at me playing a little bit because, that's really what we all like, get to that sticky phase, which I never quite achieved, which is funny because I have in the past, just not this time. But here comes the fun thing. I decided after the class I liked playing with my mica. So what I did was I added a little powder just for fun, just to get an idea. Now, one of the things I like about mica powder is you can pick it up with a Q-tip, which makes it a little more controllable. Glitter also you can pick up, but it's bigger, it's not as fine, so you have a little bit more trouble, but this was really fun. I'd never used powder directly on a project. There I am spraying that alcohol hand sanitizer because I wanted it to be a little more fluid so I could move around the mica powder inside the liquid portion. Mostly I was trying to get it to stick, and fortunately it did. The alcohol ink that I used picked up the mica and incorporated it. Now, one of the things you can do is make an alcohol ink with mica powder in it, and really all that is you add a little liquid hairspray. Sometimes people have used glue, but hairspray works really well, I think, as a binder. However, for those of you who are conscious of acid free for your scrapbooking or card making, that would not be the way to go, as hairspray is not acid free. It is not a long term solution, which is why I think some people use glue. Anyway, so here I am still trying to check those sticky pieces out because I was going to try and stick some foil to it. But honestly, I was running out of time and just wanted to get it done. So I just kept dripping and playing a little bit with it directly into the thing. That was excess that I had. So really at this point, I'm just having fun layering and putting stuff down. And, you can see I added more mica powder, then a little bit of drips here and there just to kind of see how the movement would work. That's really the best part about this type of multimedia is the playing. And they should never look like your project should never look like someone else's. It should always look like yours. And that's part of where we're at right now, is I'm kind of making it my own. Playing. Eventually, I'm going to turn this into a card, and I will have that card posted probably with this little video. I think for the most part, you've seen how to make the alcohol ink, which is the important part of the video. I really just want to encourage you to have fun and play. I did make this video for my class participants in the Relax and Rewind Holiday 2023 class that I took over at Online Card Classes, where we did some fun stuff with alcohol ink in class. Uh, that was taught by Jennifer McGuire, Christina Werner, Kathy Zilski, and Dana Joy, all great instructors. I would highly recommend this class. It was just a wonderful experience for me, probably one of the best online card classes I've ever taken. I mean, all their card classes are great, but this particular one, the manner in which they did it was fantastic. A lot of techniques and ideas, just boom, 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 and my kind of class. Okay, with all of that said, this is the final card panel I ended up with. I'm going to turn this into a card and I'll get it posted. Thanks for checking it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments or questions, and I check them quite often. Oh, look, there I am trying to add a little foil. It didn't stick very well, so that's probably because it's missing a binding agent. But anyway, so enjoy, get out there and create, and thanks for joining me. Have a great day.